Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, before we begin with this camp, we're going to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to Yahawashi, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, double honor to the elders and the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Akim now pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Shalom, and Yahawashi, Shabbat. Alright, so as always, we blessed with another week to come out here to the highways and the hedges, to prophesy the downfall of America, which is primarily known as Babylon the Great in the scriptures due to its confusion, the abominations that, are glorified and take place here, and to also let you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that we are the Heavenly Father's chosen people, and for to set your house in order, the right way, before our hell break loose. Because per usual, what we gonna do, is we just gonna, we're gonna flow through the spirit, touching upon whatever the spirit wants to, and always, prophecy booming. There's a lot of things happening, and we can see that, at some point in time, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, America gonna go to shit. America gonna go to shit, and you no longer gonna be able to put your trust in the so-called white man. Because right now what we do is, we use him as a source. We go to the supermarkets. We got to use him to basically sustain ourselves. Whenever within the American civilization. But what's gonna happen whenever, the grid shut down? As the brother was just touching upon in one of his previous lessons, making not hasten the time of trouble. And if you want to, shit, you can just start it off with that. Making not hasten the time of trouble, because it's gonna come a point in time where we're gonna have to only solely and depend on Yahawashi. Because wait until that MOTB, is being put in effect, and the only way that you're gonna be able to buy and sell is if you go down there and put your trust in this man's system. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to do that if you call yourself a believer in this truth. Hey, there ain't no plan B. It's only a plan A. Alright, and within that plan A, one of the strategies, the main strategy, is putting your trust all in the Lord, man. Putting your eggs all in one basket when it comes to concerning this truth, putting your trust in the Heavenly Father. And that's what it's going to take, for miracles and different things like that to be performed. Because like I was just touching upon, because I made a response to it, the Lord is going to have to, and you're going to have to make room for the Lord to work, man. You're going to have to be put in a situation to where you truly need the Lord for him to really work a miracle. It's always been that way. Just look at, the testimonies of our forefathers. They was put in certain situations to where it seemed like there was no way out. And then the Lord made something happen. Yep. It's going to be no different in this time now, because you can't just call yourself a believer that you got faith, and you have no works whatsoever to back it up. Exactly. Because faith is an action. You know what I mean? You can't call yourself, I believe in the Lord, and you just think he's going to provide for you. No.
You can read that in the book of James.
Yep, James, the 2nd chapter. If you want to,
I got a precept before
go
we get
ahead.
to that. This is Romans chapter 8 and verse. I'm gonna start at verse 1. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahawashi, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. And I'm gonna jump down to verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And to be spiritually minded is what? Having faith. Having faith that the Lord is gonna be able to come through for you when you don't have no way to get your necessities, your ways of life. And that's when you get, Ephesians, the 6th chapter. You want to get them about the shah. And then I'll get Sirach, Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6. I brought it on the lesson. And 10. Because all we're gonna be, we can't make it through Jacob's trouble through our carnal ways, our own way of thinking. How we're gonna be able to provide for ourselves, stock up, and all this bullshit? No. There's only one way.
Yeah, because your flesh is carnal. The way that your flesh feels, the way that you think, that's all being carnal. You know what I mean? And say, whenever that time does come, you know what I mean? You like, I'm hungry as fuck. Hey, the Lord don't want me to starve, so I'm gonna just go down there and take it. He gonna forgive me. They say God can forgive everything, right? That's you being carnal. Yeah. You're gonna have to solely go off, the spirit, this truth, man.
Because the scriptures talk about once you take that karagman, there's no repentance off of that. Once you go and try to, go by your own means to go get some food, because you think that the Lord is like, the Lord don't want me to, the Lord don't want me to starve, so I'm just gonna take that karagman. Not understanding that the scriptures talk about what's going to happen if you do take it. Because that's the times we're coming into. That's the main prophecy. Because not too much long after Esau Edom sets up that karagma, that system is really playing out. World War III is down the street. But nonetheless, before that, we're going into trying times where our faith is going to be tested.
There's a reason on why the Lord has said temptations will come upon the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody gonna be tested, but especially those that talk about, hey, they believe in this truth. They believe in Yahawashi. You're gonna be the main one that's tested. That's what the Lord said. Judgment shall begin at the house of the Most High.
You got the
talking about those that's of the circumcision, those that believe. You know what I'm saying? Those that's probably out there rocking fringes and shit. You know what I mean? You're gonna be the main ones that tested because you gonna have to put your money where your mouth is, bro.
Yeah. And the Lord's expecting you to pass.
You want me to grab this real quick? Because, you know what I'm saying, like we was talking about right now, you know, we in a scrimmage. We seeing where our fuck ups is, you know what I'm saying, seeing where our strength and our weaknesses is, and we correcting them. You know what I'm saying, you know, progressing them, so to speak. But eventually it's gonna be a full-blown game, and you're not gonna be able to make no fuck ups. You make a fuck up, that may just cost you the whole game.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You may be heading to a straight nuclear destruction. You know what I'm saying, if you fuck up, man. But you can grab this.
Yeah, Romans 8 and 10.
Ephesians 6.
Ephesians, like you said, Ephesians 6.
All right. Ephesians 6 and 10, it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Continue to read.
Yeah.
It says, put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
And what are some of the wiles of the devil? Knocking off the grid. Not going to be able to drink or eat. And this is why when you read Isaiah the 30th chapter, what does it say? Woe unto you that go down to Egypt for help. Because Esau Edom is going to, well, really we know that Esau Edom is the Lord's sword. So the Lord's going to have it to where Esau Edom is going to cut off the power grid, and the elect, those wise virgins that have that oil, are going to be able to understand that, hey, this is what we've been practicing. This is what we've been doing. You know, and you can read
yeah, because the Lord said to make me ready to the battle. When you read in Ezekiel, what is it, the 7th chapter? The Lord said, well, I've called to the battle and none have got ready, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready for the battle right now, bro, because we understand that in order for us to be kept, bro, you know what I'm saying? When we go into the word kept, it basically means to be protected, you know what I mean, to watch over. We gotta do something now. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go into that time. You wasn't doing shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And expect the Lord just to come through, bro.
That's like you going into that game, that full game without even practicing, going to the scrimmages, doing none of the training. You just all right, settle on your leads. You
was at practice and you wasn't paying attention to none of the play calls. You know what I'm saying? None of the coverage calls.
Kept on calling off. Kept on calling. You just wanted to chill at the crib all day. Didn't want to do nothing. You know, hey, well then that's what's gonna happen. You know, when shit's the fan, then you're gonna be like, oh shit, time to get up. Your ass is not gonna be ready to fight their asses. Your ass is not gonna be ready to go and do that final performance.
Yep.
You know,
and then you're not gonna have the confidence to go through them times, bro. Because you're gonna have to be real confident going into that time.
That's
bro.
why it says, hey, your own sin shall condemn you in that day. How are they gonna condemn you? It's gonna come into your thoughts, your heart.
Yep.
That's what your heart
it says your sin shall accuse you.
To accuse you. There you go. There you go. And how is it gonna accuse you? Not having you not having confidence. Fuck, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. That's the Lord accusing you. Because you had what? You had that talent. But what'd you do? You threw that bitch under the rug.
Yep.
You sat on it. Hey, the Lord said, come flip this for me. You know, and then now, because when you flip it, you're also getting you're getting a reward for it as well. Hey, you know, we expect, you know, a reward for our, you know, our work, so to say, what the scripture's going to. But Jake is what? They're not taking this shit serious. They think this shit is a joke. They laugh at it. They mock at it. Just wait till you saw Edom cracks the grid, and you think you know what the Most High wants. You know, you think you know what God wants.
Yep.
Jesus Christ wants.
The Lord basically fronted us His Spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Fronted us this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Jake in the world,
The
they
faith.
get fronted. You know what I'm saying? You know, that witchcraft shit. You know, dope or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they front you something, they expecting something back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And what you think the Lord want back? The Lord fronted you His Spirit. You know what I'm saying? The faith, the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. So we expect you to do exactly what He told you to do.
Bring in fruit.
You know what I mean?
Bring in fruit that's meat for repentance.
Yep, I'm gonna grab this real quick. This is the book of Psalms 118 and 8. It says, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. And this is what it's gonna come down to. You know what I'm saying? Because I made, you know what I'm saying, the example at the beginning of this lesson, going into how whenever, you know what I'm saying, the grid is shut off, you know, you no longer gonna be able to use Esau as a source to get your basic and daily necessities.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be able to him to go to, you know what I'm saying, pay your water bill. You know what I'm saying? You do that, you tempting the Lord, He gonna throw your ass straight head first into a FEMA camp. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know about this truth.
Exactly.
You know, you're not gonna be able to go to Him for food because they're gonna throw out certain tactics like, hey, you know what I'm saying, we got food, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to do this and do that for you if you just come to this, you know what I'm saying, what do they call them? Internment camps. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, take this, you know what. That's all you got to do. You know know what I'm saying? Because because they're going to sweet talk the shit out of it.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, yeah, we got a new system set in play, and it's for the better.
The words are
you know what I
smoother
mean?
than butter.
It's going to make America great again. You know what I'm saying? As the bro said, his words were smoother than butter.
Yeah.
And you're going to have people that's going to use this, man. They're going to put confidence in man instead of trusting in the Lord.
Yeah.
But if you got something to bring up, you can go ahead.
Let me go back into Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and against powers and against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You know, and that's Esau Edom having that knowledge of the left-hand side on how to stumble with these 2/3, man. You know, because the elect is going to be the elect. Verse 13, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High. And this is how we're going to prepare. This is how we're going to get ready. This is how we're going to come into Jacob's trouble. We're not going, we need to stock up and do this, and we need to come together, and we need to unite and start up a new. No, man, fuck that. We need to, we need to hope that we're part of the elect and do the things that the elect are going to be doing. Right? Verse that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Not settling on your leaves, relaxing, throwing that talent, putting that candle under the bed, not even showing nobody you have the knowledge, and the Lord's over here providing you with brothers, bring out the word day in and day out. On the highways and the byways. Verse 14, stand therefore having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness. So now it's going to, give you attributes on what's going to be able to truly defend you in that time. Because with righteousness, that's you not having that condemned mind. Verse 15, and your feet shod with the preparedness of the gospel of peace, that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Verse 15, and your feet shod with, like in 16, and above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And some of his darts, the power grid shut down. You're not being able to go to these stores because they all, you need a Quran with an answer. You're not being, hey, this is the fiery darts of the wicked, because when you read the book of Psalms 17 and 13, Esau Edom is the Lord's, is the Lord's sword. So he's gonna do that. The Lord is the one purpose, having Esau Edom come up with these ways that, hey, we need to shut off the power grid so they can't do this. That ordo ab chaos, what you see on your dollar bill, that order out of chaos. That's the same thing that, hey, that's the Most High already had that in play. Esau Edom thinks he's doing something, but it's actually the Most High. And we're coming into that time with what? Faith. Putting our trust in Yahawashi, Yahawashi.
I want to grab this real quick.
You got it.
This is the book of Psalms 31 and verse 4. It says, pull me out of the net that they have laid privily for me, for thou art my strength. Right? And one of those, and what is a net? And that is basically a trap, to gather a fish. That fish could be swimming. A net can be right in front of it and they don't even see it. They go right into it and they get pulled up, and next thing you know, it's over and done with. You know what I mean? And what Esau is going to do is he's going to lay out certain, traps, nets for us, if you will. And that main net is going to be you putting your trust in this man.
Yeah. Because
basically what he has done is he has nurtured, the American people. The American people are soft as shit, bro. Everything is basically catered to you. You can get everything at the tip of your fingers, bro. If you hungry, what you got to do? All you got to do is get on your phone and order some shit, bro. You ain't got to go like in these other countries, go out there, wait for a little minute, snipe a damn deer, bring it back good, put it in the freezer. You ain't got to do none of that. You ain't got to go out there with a fishing rod and catch your fish or throw a net out there. Here in America, all you got to do, slide up there to, 16th Street, go down and take your ass to In-N-Out. That's all you got to do, bro.
Little $5.
Exactly. And the people are basically, groomed to be catered to.
Yeah.
Groomed to be, everything that they want. Like how the book of Eli talks about how, they had more than what they can even imagine. Here in Babylon, people got more than what they can even imagine, bro. In them other countries, they poor, bro.
Oh yeah, because when shit's to fail, America's just gonna be just like them third world countries.
Yep, and this is why they say if there's a power outage within a couple of days, 60% of the population is gonna be wiped the fuck out because nobody knows how to do anything. But primarily it's because they not putting their strength and trust in Yahweh by Yahawashi. Because even though I can't tell you how to start no damn fire, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got different ways on how I can get some flint, get some things, create a spark or something. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I can't sit here and, do certain things. You know what I'm saying? But this is like where trust in the Lord is going to come in effect. The Lord is going to provide for us. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not making him your strength, like I talks about in Psalms 91st chapter, and I'll grab that real quick. Unless you got something, bro.
Yeah, I just got Isaiah 31, but you can read that out.
All right, this is the book of Psalms, Psalm 91, and verse, I'm gonna start at verse 11. It says, for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. And that word keep is the same word as kept. When you read in Revelation 2nd chapter, when you go into the etymology for it, it basically means for protection, or you know what I mean, like giving authority over. You know what I mean? And we know that the Lord is gonna have his angels out here. Like I said in Daniel's the 2nd chapter, he's gonna have what? Michael the archangel, you know what I'm saying, defending Jerusalem in the time of ever before. You know what I mean? The angels are gonna be here protecting, you know what I'm saying, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We could be out here not, you know what I'm saying, out and about whenever it's shit blowing up. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers on their bird box shit, you know what I'm saying? They getting played by apparitions, doing Lord knows what, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Lord could be having somebody out here just running with us the whole time they're angels. Like how when you read the book of Tobit, you know what I'm saying? Tobit's son Tobias, he went on his journey, you know what I'm saying, to basically, you know, go and get a woman. And Raphael, you know what I'm saying, which is one of the archangels, he had disguised himself as one of the kindred. It's like one of the Jake. You know what I mean? And I remember Tobias' father, Tobit, he would ask him, like, what stock you come from? Like, basically, like, who your pops? You know what I mean? He had told him, he was like, oh, you of good stock. The whole time he was an angel, though. But the angel was basically guiding them on his journey. So much to the point where he even caught a fish for him. And he sat there like he was eating it. You know what I mean? So the Lord can have an angel out here just walking with us. He know how to hunt and shit.
Yeah, and he eating right next to you because the angels can't eat. But it's gonna be, you know, it's just to show you that the Lord's gonna have it to where, you know, where you would think a regular man doing regular shit right with you, the whole time that's an angel. You know, the whole time it's an angel.
Yep, the Lord can do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You can just be walking and he right there with you thinking it's just a regular dude. He walking with you, got a mighty beard and shit. But you know,
he know all the spots.
He know all the spots to go to. Like, it's a generator over here. We can go over there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
And he know how to work all that shit too. Like, I know how to turn this on. I know how to do this.
Yeah, he pull out his bag. I got a net too, and I know there's a lot of fish there that we can get a whole bunch of perches and
the whole time you think you just buddy with dude, the whole time he's an angel. Like you just like, oh yeah, he my bro right here. You feel me? That's my dude. The whole time it's an angel.
Yep. You know? Or say, you know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, he end up getting killed, but you just see, not necessarily an angel, but he takes on a form of flesh. You know, so he get killed, and you just see like how, you know what I'm saying, you in the movie Noah, how like you just see that shit happen. The whole time it was an angel or something. You know what I mean? I'm just throwing out different scenarios because you gotta be miracle minded, bro, going into that time.
You know, because you know, you're gonna have to. You know, like in the book of Eli, that's exactly how we're gonna be moving.
Oh yeah, I'm finished this Saki that you got it though.
Because he was blind. The whole time, the whole movie, the whole time he couldn't even see. And remember what did that one dude say when they were like having that shootout? He's like, it's like he's protected.
Yep.
And then the evil fool dude that was looking for the Edomite, he's like, he's just a man. He's just a man.
But he had the spirit of the Lord.
Yeah, he had the spirit of Yahawashi.
And this is where that walk by faith and not by sight come into play. You know what I mean? You gotta be like Eli was. He couldn't see. You know what I'm saying? But he believed in the spirit. So this is why he was being guided. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be the same thing with us.
And even with the listen, man, you know, he was scared. Like, damn, they coming around about me to, you know, tag me. The whole time the Lord opened up his vision, he seen all the chariots around him. All the chariots.
Hey, even David, bro. David said what? I have tens and thousands of enemies, but I would not be afraid.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a whole lot of enemies, you know what I'm saying, and when this shit cracks, bro.
You know, we do.
And we already do. They can be in your household. But this is back in Psalms 91 and verse 12, it says, they shall bear up. It's like it bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. So we not even gonna run and stub our damn toe on a stone or nothing. You know how like you walking in the house and you kick the damn corner of the fridge or something on accident. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna do none of that, and you know what I'm saying, in that time, because the Lord is gonna have the angels protecting us, guiding all of our steps. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not gonna necessarily know where to go. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna be guided through the Spirit. You may be like, okay, you know what I mean? You may ask the Lord, like, hey, Baba Bashai, you know what I mean? Guide me, you know, and show me where else to go. And the Spirit may just hit you like, go over here. You know what I'm saying? Like something come to your mind, like, oh fuck, we can't go over there. You know what I mean? It's a chill spot. You know, so I know Esau don't be over there like that. Like, It says, thou shalt tread upon. Matter of fact, that's the point on that.
Yep.
And
that's what comes with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures, bro.
Yep.
You know, because when you read, I got this Job 33 and verse 15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. When you're sleeping, the angel comes into your mind, opens up your mind, and he seals what you're gonna do the next day. So we may not know exactly where we're gonna go, and we're not. But the Lord has it to where, hey, it says, man's goings are the ways of the Lord. How can a man that understand his own way? You know, hey, at the end of the day, we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to understand that the Lord is guiding us, regardless of where we go.
yeah, just like, you know what I'm saying, like in this that sponsor I was doing, I brought out the account with Habakkuk. You know what I'm saying, when he's preparing that meal for Daniel. You know what I'm saying? That was all preordained through the Spirit, because he thought that he was making that, you know what I'm saying, for his servants. You know what I'm saying? For when they come in so they can eat when they hungry. The whole time the Lord made him do that so he can go and feed Daniel. Because Daniel was hungry after 7 days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, hey, as the brother was saying, you know, the angels, they sow in our instruction. You know, it may be one day you thinking you're finna do something, and the next day you do something the complete opposite.
And really, it's gonna really, we're gonna really apply that when shit hits the fan, when shit just goes zero at the bloom. You go to sleep and you wake up and shit just changed. The Lord's gonna already have it set up, but you're gonna wake up and your mind's gonna be level-minded. You're gonna be cool. You're gonna be chilling because that whole day was already sanctified from the foundations of the earth.
Yep.
You know, and you know this how when you read. Let me get this: Isaiah 65 and verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. We're not going to necessarily know ourselves what we're going to eat, but we have accounts in the scriptures of when the Lord fed Elijah through what with the birds, you know, and you know all different types of deliverance and famine. You know, but behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. You know, and we're not going to necessarily know where we're going to get our water from, but the Lord has laid it out that we're going to be provided for, man. Because this is an escape plan as well. You know, we're telling you what's going to get ready to happen, it's just getting ready to go down. But this is also a balance within the escape plan.
Yep, this is a blueprint for salvation. And what is salvation? Deliverance.
Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. You see, in that time, how are we going to be rejoicing? We're going to wake up one day and the angel's going to seal it to where, hey, you guys are going to be happy and your mindset ain't going to be all fucked up like these dudes.
Yep, and then on top of that, when we see motherfuckers that are starving, but then we eating, you know what I'm saying? Or say we hungry. It's been 2 or 3 days since we ate. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord provided something to eat. We gonna be happy as a motherfucker, bro. You best believe that. Or a brother gets spiritual power to just start manipulating the elements and creating water and shit.
And we believe in that. You know, we believe in these things. You gotta be you gotta be, miracle minded. Because there's no way in hell you're gonna go into Jacob's trouble thinking you're gonna deliver yourself. Bro.
Hey, I wanna grab this real quick. Go ahead, no, you can grab it.
Verse 14. Behold, my servant shall sing for a joy of heart, which is your mind. But ye shall cry for a sorrow of heart and shall howl for a vexation of spirit. So our mind is going to be level-headed in that day. Of course, our test may be to where we can't eat for 7 days. We can't eat for 3 days. But nonetheless, at the end of our trial, the Lord's going to come through. Just with Job, the Lord the Lord tested Job just for him to get, just for him to be the richest man. At the end of it all, he had all types of cattle. The Lord blessed him with all types of cattle, livestock, and all types, stuff, that's true value. But what happened before he even reached that? He had to go through all types of shit, And you can read the accounts in Job the 2nd chapter. He had boils on them. His Eve started bugging out on them, all types of shit.
Yep.
Satan was on his head, plaguing them. Curse off the Most High and die. That's how it's gonna be during Jacob's trouble. Even ourselves. Damn, bro, should I just go get that karagma and grub? Fuck.
That's temptation that's gonna come in.
Should I just get that karagma and go get something to eat? No, man.
You're gonna be tempted because it's just like this. When you fasting, there be times like where I'll be fasting or whatever, and then it's already probably about 7 hours in. I'm like, I'm already fucking hungry. I'm like, I'm hungry. I'm like, damn, should I just go in there and just eat and do the fast tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? But then I'll be like, nah, fuck it. I just continue on with it. You know what I mean? That's the type of spirit that you got to carry on going into that time. You know what I mean? And really just hope that Yahawashi shall put the spirit on us. It's really not even be hungry about like that. You know what I'm saying? Because hunger is that's one of the easiest ways to get you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And Esau knows that.
Yeah.
Esau knows that.
That's one of the easiest ways to get you. This is why the Lord said, well, it is better to die by the sword than die by hunger. Because when you hungry, bro, you would do any damn thing, bro. You would do anything. You know what I'm saying? You would literally do anything, bro.
And you Jakes that are settled on your leaves, and not doing shit, bro, it's gonna be easy as fuck for you to flow because you're gonna understand that the Lord's not dealing with you. You're gonna wake up in that day and be like, I didn't do my shit. I'm hungry as fuck, and I don't think the Lord's gonna come through. And you just gonna wait that karate.
At the end of the day, man, niggas gonna try to pull that excuse as well. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Lord knows that I didn't know the whole time. We telling your stupid ass.
Or when you walk past the camp, there you go. You just got marked. And the whole time I didn't know. You seen them out there teaching.
Yeah.
You seen the lessons go up 24/7. Damn near fucking every 3 minutes is a new lesson being popped up. This is Isaiah. It's like
Nah, it's like, go ahead.
I was gonna say Isaiah 33 and verse 6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, hey, the wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. Where do you get this wisdom and this knowledge? Through the scriptures, right? The accounts of when, the Lord delivered, his prophets, his men in times of hard, when the times were hard. It's like, that's that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Understanding that, hey, we can't make it ourselves. Understand that the Lord's guiding us throughout this whole, this whole trial, this whole test.
Fuck, it's hot.
Yeah, man, my back is through.
But I want to grab this real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra 1 and 15. It says, thus said the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token for you. A token basically means like a sign, if I'm not mistaken. All right? I gave you tents for your safeguard, nevertheless you murmured there. Going back to the account of Egypt. We didn't want or need for any damn thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even at night when we on our, on our journey, what the Lord do? He had a chariot and a pillar of fire at night, giving us that light, guiding us. You know what I'm saying? Even protecting us. You know what I mean?
It still wasn't enough for Jake.
Still wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? This is why we understand that 2/3 just got to go, but only the elect are gonna be satisfied with the, you know what I'm saying, the helping of Yahawashi on the side, because them same murmuring crybaby ass niggas back then,
the Chinese children.
Them niggas are here today, bro. Crybaby ass Jake, bro. Niggas crying about reparations and shit. Like, fuck all that. You not gonna get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do in the spirit so that your real reparations come in the kingdom of heaven, bro.
That's why the scriptures say, keep thy eyes single. And what's called, it says, first focus on the kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you in the book of Matthew. You got to be kingdom minded, bro. Your mindset has to be in the kingdom. You got to get ready to really leave Babylon the Great. When you read the book of Revelation, it says, come out of her, my people. That's you spiritually and mentally coming out of Babylon the Great, thinking that you're going to be able to, your houses shall continue forever and ever. Jake, we really got to apply that shit, because when shit's the fan, you don't want to be in there. I wish shit would just go back to how it was. I wish I could just go back to, my regular day-to-day work and, provide and do this and the third. It was cool. No, man. We're getting ready to come into the kingdom, bro.
Hey, and that's all. It say in Ecclesiastes, I think 7-10, it says, say not that the former days were better than these. You know what I mean? Because it's cool now. You know what I mean? And you're gonna be wishing whenever this shit do happen that you can go back in time and live like how you did in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. You're gonna be really missing them old days, because the Lord gonna hit you where it hurt, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, your ass gonna have to share a little ass granola bar with like 6 different other people. The Lord really getting ready to chastise the shit out of you 2/3, bro. But it says
Jake's gonna be teed up. The elect. But the elect is gonna be teed up, man. Because we have that we have that kingdom, that miracle mindset, bro. We have our, all our eggs in one basket, and that's the kingdom. So we understand that, man. We getting ready to come into a place where there's no artificial flavors. Everything's gonna be flourishing and all types of good shit. But you gotta ask a lot.
Yep. 2nd Ezra 2:27, if I'm not mistaken. God should be married and have abundance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get spiritual power. I'm gonna get the turning up on shit. I'm gonna get the dancing and all types of shit. I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah, when you study what's actually happening in Babylon the Great in America today, 2023, you understand that there is nothing good about this place, bro. Your organic food, you go to Sprouts thinking you're getting organic shit. That shit still fucking tastes. Your air.
All this shit through, bro.
So for you to be, in time of Jacob's trouble, I miss those old good days. I want to go back to. No, man. The elect is in the whole opposite mindset. The elect is like, dude, we getting ready to come into the kingdom, bro. We getting ready to, get our inheritance coming in. Have these heathens in subjection.
Yep.
You gotta go.
And it says, I gave you tents. Man, I'm gonna start back at the top. It says, thus said the Almighty Lord, the quails were as a token for you. You know what I'm saying? Jake didn't want to eat the manna, or they got tired of the manna, so the Lord gave him quails, gave him meat to eat. You know what I'm saying? It could be no different, going into that time, because like I brought up the account with Raphael and Tobias. Raphael, he was an angel, and he basically caught a fish for Tobias to eat. Tobias to eat. You know what I'm saying? Shit. An angel can be out here, you gonna fuck around and catch a big ass turkey for us or something. Ain't no telling. Just throwing that,
scenarios.
You know It says, I gave you tents for your safeguard, even had, you know what I'm saying, a place to sleep under. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, what the three necessities in life is what? Clothes on your back, a roof over your head, and food on your stomach.
Hey, the scriptures tell you that.
Yep.
You know, the basic needs of life.
Yep. So, hey, we gonna have all those things. The Lord's providing Jake with that in the wilderness. It says, and nevertheless you murmured there, and triumph not in my name for the destruction of your enemies. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, you know what I'm saying, drowned the shit out of Pharaoh and his army, and Jake was still out there bitching.
It's still bugging out. They had the sea crack open, and they still was mad that they was like, you brought us out here to kill us, bro. You seen the whole ocean open up for you.
Right.
What you mean? Like,
man, when Moses hit him with that staff,
yeah,
and the sea split. You know what I'm saying? That even the damn sand was dry, so that these sandals wouldn't get wet.
Exactly. And you think the Lord did all that just to bring you over here and kill you? But that's how you know that it's the same people, because hey, what happened when Yahawashi was doing miracles? He's doing it from the works of Satan. And that's why I scripture say, man, you guys are sottish children, man. You guys are literally stupid.
Jake is dumb.
You're gonna be dumb, and you're literally dumb.
It says, where are the benefits that I have done for you? When you were hungry and thirsty in the wilderness, did you not cry unto me? Saying, why hast thou brought us into the wilderness to kill us? Man. It had been better for us to have served the Egyptians than to die in this wilderness. You will have Jake that turn back. You know what I'm saying? That's in his word. You know what I mean? They actually turn back, you know what I'm saying, and go back to, you know what I'm saying, to them worshiping Esau, bro.
Man, you gonna see him in that line, bro. You gonna be walking to Jacob's shovel, you just gonna see Jake that you see.
And shake your damn head like that.
Damn, he really in line of taking that carabin, bro. You just gonna walk away, feel me?
Yep. It says, then had I pity upon your mornings, and gave you manna to eat, so ye did ye angels bread. When you were thirsty, did I not cleave the rock, and waters flowed out to your field? Meaning you drunk as much as you possibly could. You know what I'm saying? You drunk, you put them in little cisterns and shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? You had more than what you needed. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you read in the book of Exodus, it talks about how Jake had more than what they needed. You know what I'm saying? When they had the manna raining down from the heavens, even with the quail, bro. Jake had more than enough. It's the same shit all over again, bro.
Oh my man.
It says, for the heat, I covered you with the leaves of the trees.
Woo.
I divided amongst you a fruitful land and cast out the Canaanites, the Perizzites, and the Philistines before you. And shall I yet do more for you, said the Lord? Thus said the Almighty Lord, when you were in the wilderness and the ruler of the river, the Amorites, being athirst and blaspheming my name, I gave you not fire for your blasphemies, but cast a tree into the water and made the river sweet. You know what I mean? It just shows you how the Lord's provided for us, bro. You know what I mean? And the Lord can provide, hey, he gonna provide for us heading into that time of trouble. Because if he did it once, he'll do it again. If you can, grab Sirach, the 2nd chapter.
Yeah, I'm out here right now. That's
all right, come.
This is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1. So I'm just getting straight to the point. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart us like it. You want me to say that one?
Sure, you can. Yeah.
Okay. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Because that's what comes with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're not going to wake up bugging out. If anything, we're going to wake up being happy as hell. You know, let's go. This shit getting ready to start, but we're getting ready to come into Jacob's shovel. Let's get it. We got the kingdom down the street. You know, on the other hand, you're going to have these 2/3 and these mockers and scoffers bug out. Oh, shit, the prophets that were out there, you know, teaching with them dresses on, they was right the whole time. Like, where they at? Where they at? They could probably, you know, teach us a little something or some shit. You know, let's see if they really are the men of the Lord. Let's see if they're going to provide for them. You know, that's how it's going to be. But what happened? It's gonna be too late. We're gonna be like, man, go look for oil somewhere else, man. You know, you can't get it over here. You know, because we're doing what we were supposed to do, but you weren't. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take thou cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. And of course, you know, this is twofold, because in Jacob's trouble, we're all gonna be set to that lower state for a moment. You know, Jacob's trouble is gonna be a true lower state. You feel me? For a little bit.
It's gonna be a balance to it. Yep.
Because at one point, you know, we're not just gonna go to Jacob's trouble, you know, just sweet as all hell either, bro. We're gonna get tested as well.
Because you're gonna lose family members. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You may fuck around lose your woman. You know, ain't no telling, you know, what's gonna happen. But you know, you best believe, you know, you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs in that time.
Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Yep. They that fear the Lord, so like 6, believe in him, and he will help thee, order thy way aright, and trust in him. You see? All you gotta do is believe on Yahawashi, and it starts now. It's not, hey, that's why the scripture says, hey, make not haste, turn to the Lord. Or no, make no tarryings and turn to the Lord. You know, because that's how it's been right now. You can't just go into Jacob's trouble and just finally believe, you know, at the end.
Nah.
If you've been slacking, of course, because you have those that are going to wake up at the last second.
At the last hour. Yep.
The last hour. Yep. Verse 7, yea, that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside lest ye fall. You see? We got to wait. We got to be patient, and that's an elect attribute. Esau Edom, what? He doesn't have patience. Like, he got fast food restaurants. You know, all that, quick shit is Esau is an Edomite attribute.
Yeah, instant gratification, so to speak.
That's an Edomite shit.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, microwave.
Yeah, microwave. You got the hub on your hands. You don't even got to deal with the women no more. You can just get that shit off rip right away.
Yep, this shit and that's what Jake want, bro.
Just quick shit.
Yep, when the Lord don't work that way, now he can give you some shit right away.
Exactly.
But he not going to, more than likely, because he wants you to show your faith.
Exactly.
Show your patience. That's why it says, in patience possess ye your souls. That's why it's written like that.
And your patience possess ye your souls, man. Verse 8, yea, that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Yea, that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. You see, we're going to be in Jacob's trouble rejoicing.
Yeah, we ain't in that mindset of, shit, even if I got to die with this shit, it is what it is. We not in that mindset.
Hell no.
Read that over again, bro.
It says, yea, that fear the Lord, believe in him, and your reward shall not fail. You see? We're not here, we're not, that woe is me spirit. You feel me?
Yeah, Jake be bitching and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas, talking about, because we know people that personally say this shit. That call themselves being in the truth. People be like, shit, even if I gotta die with this place, shit, I want it to. I'm willing to, as long as this place go. Like, why the fuck is that your mindset anyways, bro? Being in this truth, yo whole goal should be just to get salvation, bro. Yeah. All that dying with this shit, I'm not with it.
Yeah.
Because if you dying with it, you're gonna die in a gruesome way.
Exactly.
But you wanna get burnt up by a missile?
Yeah. There's no easy out. You really just said that because you want to get out the truth. So there's no easy outs from this, bro. Jacob's trouble, you're not just you think you can get straight in Jacob's trouble and that's it. If you know about this truth, you can't just leave, bro.
Yep. You got some more on that? I think it's verse 10.
Yeah. Verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? That's the mindset we in, bro. We expect to get a reward for our trust.
Going back to the account that I just read about how the Lord was protecting us in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Even though Jake was on some, disbelief shit, the Lord still provided. But how much more for us, you know what I'm saying, since we actually truly believe. You know what I'm saying? Going into that time, we showing the Heavenly Father that, we believe in him, that he gonna provide for us. He gonna give us water. He gonna give us, our bread, so on and so forth. That means the Lord gonna come through. And I want to grab this real quick. It says Psalms 5:11. There's a few that I want to get from here. Let me see. Psalms 5:11 says, but let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in name. All right? And since we put our trust in the Heavenly Father, we're going to be rejoicing in that time because one of the perks of trusting in the Lord is him providing for you. It just mentioned that he was going to defend you.
There you go.
You know what I mean? The Lord not going to defend the soul that don't believe in him.
Exactly.
That's why he says in the book of 2 Corinthians 16, woe unto you that are faint-hearted. Faint-hearted meaning you lack faith. You don't really trust in the Lord like that. And this is a motor I want to grab real quick.
You got it.
This is the book of Psalms. Let me see. Salaki. Psalms 18 and verse 30, it says, as for Yahweh, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler to all those that trust in him. And what is a buckler? A buckler is used for protection. Going back to war, it's like a shield.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's basically what the Lord is. When you read Ephesians, the 6th chapter, it talks about, you know what I'm saying, the helmet of salvation, you know what I mean, the breastplate, all that. That's what the Lord is going to be for us going into that time.
Exactly. There's no matter what, no matter how much knowledge you have in bushcraft and, doing, bushcraft and and all this, wilderness, wilderness knowledge of being able to survive and all that shit, don't matter. If you don't got your Yahawashi with you, you're not going to be able to make it.
Yep, because even King David, he said in Psalms 25th chapter, you know what I'm saying, for I have put my trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed of thee. You know what I mean? And was he ashamed?
No.
He had all them damn enemies,
Yeah.
and look what happened. The Lord blessed him with spiritual power to beat shit in the dust. You know what I mean? To jump over big ass ancient world towers.
Yeah, run super
You know what I'm saying?
fast.
Walls, run as fast as a deer. A deer is a fast ass
Yeah.
animal, bro. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
like
A monster fast. You know, look at goddamn Animal Planet.
Yeah.
One of them damn deer over there in Africa running from them lions. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why they have deer competitions. If it was
Yeah.
easy, it wouldn't even be considered a sport.
Yep.
Because no sport is considered easy. You know. Verse back at 10. Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? There you go. And the scriptures talk about how the Lord is not hearing the prayers of the unrighteous, and it's actually an abomination. So don't think that you just doing, all manner of wickedness, and you out here just calling on the name of the Lord, and that's just it. That's just that. You out here chiefing, and you out here motherfucking, hotboxing, you a drunkard doing this and the third. Your mind is all, you still in the world, and you over here praying on Yahawashi, Yahawashi. Don't think it's just that easy.
Yeah, because they ain't gonna work like that, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Scriptures talk about how wisdom should not dwell in the malicious soul.
And if is there some more on that?
I can probably
Okay, you can jump to Job the 5th chapter.
Come. Job 5. This is the book of Job, chapter 5 and verse. I'm sorry, verse
Was it like 15, maybe?
Yeah.
14? Something like that.
Sorry, 15. Salaki, I'm sorry, 14. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 14. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night, but he saveth the poor from the sword and their mouth and from the hand of the mighty.
And what are we? Aren't we considered to be the poor? This is why the Lord said in the book of Psalms, the meek shall inherit the earth. Meek means lowly, poor. You know what I'm saying? Humble. You know what I'm saying? And that's talking about us. Read that over again, Baba Kashab, bro.
But he saveth the poor from the sword and their mouth.
Yep. And Esau's getting ready to come down with that sword. Like they say in Ezekiel, I think, what is it, like 21? A sword is sharpened and furbished. You know what I'm saying? This man sharpening that sword. Who you think he gonna come after first?
Yeah.
He gonna come after us.
And that sword doesn't necessarily mean it's a gun. That sword is that, that whole plan. That whole order, how are they gonna bring in that chaos?
Yep.
Them shutting down the internet. Them shutting down the food places. Shutting off your banks. That's Esau Edom sharpening his sword. Because you understand what Jake wants and what our flesh caters to. That's why he has us all strung up with all these artificial flavors and shit. So when shit's the fan, it's gonna make it tough for you. You're gonna have withdrawals.
Hell yeah. Let a nigga, you know what I'm saying, not eat some damn pork for a couple days. He gonna be having withdrawals from that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because all the parasites. Let a nigga be able to have his drugs and shit. And withdrawals gonna be on your ass, bro.
Verse 16. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Verse 17. Behold, happy is the man who the Most High correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. You got to keep enduring in this ministry, bro. Regardless of what's happening in your life. And it's easier said than done, but it has to be done. In order for us to go into Jacob's trouble with that clear state of mind. In order for us to be in Jacob's trouble, chilling, waking up and like, let's go, let's get it. I'm happy as fuck, let's do it. And not like, damn, bro, fuck. I guess it's just my time to die. You feel?
Yeah,
Hell nah. You're not even gonna know how you gonna go out. So Jake need to quit with that, bro. And if you know the truth, the scriptures talk about how you're gonna have 3 more stripes on your head, bro. So once you come in this thing, it'll behoove you to stay in this thing. Because when shit's the fan, it ain't gonna be no easy. And definitely for those that know the truth. Definitely for you that know the
Beat
truth.
with more stripes, them afflictions.
Yeah.
A nigga that know about the truth, he ain't doing what he need to do. You gonna be in that time starving and shit.
Yeah.
Like fuck, I promise you, I'll come make it to the truth.
Yeah.
I promise, Yahawashi man said I'll come make it to the truth. The Lord just gonna, what do you say? Gonna be weeping and gnashing
I was about to say, I think that's the precept that goes into that too. They shall be weeping and gnashing your teeth. Damn, Jake,
Ain't gonna be no pity shown, bro.
Yeah. You're gonna see a two-third of one of your homies in the world have a lesser, a quicker death than you. He gonna crash it straight, and the gun gonna clog up on you, and they gonna eat you. Alright, fuck it, the gun got clogged up. We just take him and just grab him up later.
Huh.
But his homeboy just got a little straight and shit. You feel me? He caught the quick bullet, but bro got stuck and shit. Verse 18, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hands make whole. You see? We got faith that the Lord Yahawashi is gonna protect us in all aspects, man.
Right.
In our, if we do happen to get injured, you know. Verse 19, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. We believe in that.
No evil. You know what I'm saying? Evil basically just means a bad time. You know, and even though we gonna be going through this shit, when there's a time of famine, that's a bad time, but we're not gonna be, god damn, we're not gonna fall victim to that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Say whenever Esau out here doing drills, as Jay called the shit.
Yep, hell yeah.
You know, we not gonna fall victim to that. You know what I mean? Cannibalism, we not gonna fall victim to that. We not gonna be out here eating our kids. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be protected. That's the whole point of us doing this lesson. Going in and showing the miracles and applying them to the time that we're coming into, because we're coming to a time of heavy miracles, man.
Yeah.
But you continue.
Verse 20, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Famine. Is that not what Esau Edom's gonna use to his advantage? To try to make us go and take that little device into our hand? That little RFID, C-hip? Yeah, that's why he's getting shut off the power grid.
Yep, the Lord said he was gonna redeem us from famine. It basically means, I looked up the definition for redeem, and it says save, compensate for the defects of, rescue, justify, redemptive, retrieve, recover.
Yep, because when you go into that word buy in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, when it says no man shall buy thee, the word there is actually redeem. No man shall redeem thee, because who's going to be the one that's going to redeem us? Yahawashi.
Hey, and it's a cold ass one. It says to pay off or pay back.
Ooh.
So what are we doing right now? We showing our faith. This is why I want to grab this real quick.
Reward.
Let's go to 2nd Ezra the 9th chapter. You know what I mean? Because the Lord said he is not unrighteous to figure out our works.
There you go.
So what we doing, this is basically going to determine whether or not if the Lord is going to protect us.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, we're going to have to keep our crown. You know what I'm saying? You know, we're going to have to hold firm into it, going all throughout that time. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord going to look out for us, man. This 2nd Ezra 9 and 7, it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So by what we're doing right now, this is basically going to determine whether or not if the Lord protect us going into that time, because the motherfucker quick to pull that scripture on, you know what I'm saying? You saved by grace and not by works. Of course, it's ultimately going to take grace. You know what I'm saying? Because of course our works as filthy rags, but this is showing that we have faith. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord said that what? If you don't got faith, it is impossible to please him. And how are we showing that we have faith? By coming out here looking like a dumbass out here on the highways and the byways, where everybody buying and selling drink, and we are here in some damn garments. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a dress on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Bible.
Looking foolish.
Seeing people that we know. You know what I'm saying? We showing the Lord that we got that faith. And the Lord is looking at that, and he's like, okay, you're doing this, so I'm going to pay you back. Going into that time by, protect you. And I'm going to grab this real quick. If you got some, you can bring it out real quick.
This is James chapter 2 and verse 18. Yeah, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will shew thee my faith by my works. Because faith is in action. You know, you're not going to be able to make it to Jacob's trouble just by claiming you have faith. Really, that's just for the for the females, man, the elect women. They're the ones that's supposed to do that, because they're not supposed to be working like that. You know, of course, they have to follow the laws to the best of their ability, and really, it goes back to the election. Like that's why it says, "For I have sanctified them from me, from the beginning of from the earth." So the Lord already has it to where we're out here, doing the work, and I don't want to desire our lives to make it up endure to the end.
Yeah, we the laborers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a woman is gonna be safe through childbearing.
Exactly.
All the woman is supposed to be is play her role, be good to her man. You know what I'm saying? To take care of her children.
Exactly. That's it.
That's all she got to do. But for the man, you got a heavier role. You know what I'm saying? You got to actually go out to the highways and the hedges. You know what I'm saying? Get built up in this knowledge.
You got to study. You got to sit down and set up your phone and get that notebook out, study for an hour. Watch some lessons. And go to the 9 to 5 and come back and you got to, man. This as a man, it's required for you to even do that, man. As a man, you should want to do that.
You got a heavier lot on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And this is why the Lord said to do what? To go bid them to the marriage.
Yeah.
You And so the Lord was talking to men. But I want to grab this real quick, going back to how, it talks about in definition, pay back. All right, so what we doing, the Lord is going, basically use this as a defense. Going into that time, it says, Sirach 29:11, it says, lay up thy treasure according to the commandment of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. It says, shut up arms in thy storehouses, and it shall deliver thee from all affliction. And what we doing is we storing up our spiritual bank accounts right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because what is money used for? On the carnal aspect, it's used for defense. You know what I'm saying? You put money up in the bank account, you know what I'm saying, savings account, just in case you need to go back and grab a little bit from there to pay a little bit more on the rent. You need a little, you spent all your check on the rent or on bills, you ain't got no more money left, so now you got to go to your savings account, grab a little from there so you can grab some groceries for, the week or two.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's used as a defense, and this is basically what it's going to be, you know what I'm saying, when it's dealing with the spirit. You know what I'm saying? We storing up our spiritual bank accounts right now, as brothers always say, so the Lord can do what? You know what I'm saying? Throw us a little something.
Exactly.
Throw us a little something, you know what I'm saying, with these miracles or whatever the case may be.
You want to read that again? Back over?
Yeah. Verse 11, it says, in Psalms 29:11, it says, lay up thy treasure according to the commandments of the Most High, and it shall bring thee more profit than gold. Set up arms in our storehouses, it shall deliver thee from all affliction.
That's us. That's our, bug out bag. That's our, we need to stock up. Yeah. That's us stocking up. We're not stocking up carnally. We're not gathering up all types of ramen noodles and throwing them in a closet waiting for shit to crack.
I'm building a bunker.
Yeah, all types of, this is us stocking up right here, man.
Yep, and it says, and this shall fight for thee against thine enemies, better than a mighty shield and strong spirit. Because all that is carnal. You know what I'm saying? But what can you do with a man that got the Most High on his side?
You can't do nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And even the heathens knew that back then. You know what I'm saying? If the Most, and they knew this shit, bro. They said if the Most High's not with them,
we can't fight them.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
We pull up on them.
And so if we got the Most High, like they say, if God got me, who gonna stop me? If God got us going into that time, who gonna stop us? The Lord gonna protect us, man. The Lord gonna be our defense, and what we doing right now is gonna be justified, man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the spirit, bro. Because that's why Esau Edom be throwing all types of abominations in our food and shit. Because the more we sin, the more that the Most High ain't dealing with it. But now the Lord had it to where he raised up the elect on their feet, and that's why Esau Edom is shook. Great fear fell upon him, which when he saw them stand upon their feet. Because Esau Edom knows that, oh shit, the Most High is not dealing with them. We can't do shit. And Esau knows that. He has all the records. Don't get it. He has all the records in the Vatican and all that. But this is James chapter 2 and verse 26. For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. And that's just point blank, period. And that's the last verse. So you got to come out here and put some work in, study. Because studying, giving the Lord, that study hour, that's working itself.
It's better to show thyself approved.
Charity, being charitable, getting understanding, because it's not just about knowing every damn scripture either. And that's why that's when grace comes by. That's when grace and faith comes by. And then you got to count, in the scriptures where Elijah, he got fed. Having that miracle mindset.
Yep, the Lord had used a raven, to go and bring him food. And like I was mentioning in a lesson, that I just did as a response. I saw this TikTok video where, if you give a raven, certain treats, it'll bring you back things. And the better the treats get, the better, the things that it goes and grab from whatever place it comes from. It can bring you money, whatever the case may be. If I can bring you $100,
I seen that. He'll bring him $1 and he'll give him like a little pebble, and he'll bring him a $20 bill and he'll give him a bigger amount of food. So he's like, okay, I need to give him 20s. I fuck the $1. And then he bought the $100 bill and he gave him even more amount. He just started bringing hundreds and shit.
Yeah, because animals are not dumb, bro. Motherfuckers look at a bird or something and think it's just...
Yeah. His brain is puny. There's no way there's a thought going in there. His brain is puny.
They do be on that shit. His brain is puny. You know what I'm saying? And like I was mentioning, to the brother yesterday, the Lord can use a parrot. Yeah. It may be a parrot in one of these pet stores that break loose, to talk and shit. It's been flying around and know exactly where food at, and it come across you. The Lord send it to you, and they going to tell you where the food is exactly. 17 1735 16th Street. And you
Yeah.
start talking to some
Yeah.
shit, you know what I mean? Food, 1735 16th Street, the food.
Had a little paraphrase.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Like,
yeah.
it make do some shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This type of
yeah.
things you gotta think about, cause the Lord is far out, bro.
Yeah.
People don't know how truly powerful Yahawashi
The
outside
scriptures
is, bro.
say, is there anything that maybe be said it's impossible to the Most High?
Hey, the Lord also said, "Is there anything too hard for me?"
Yeah,
that's
anything too hard for me.
that's what He told Sarah.
Yeah.
Is there anything too hard for me?
I'm too old to have a kid. What you mean?
Is there anything too hard for me?
And if you read that scripture, it has the 2 points,
Mhm.
meaning that he made it like that was like a separate kind of like made it distinguished with it. Like he stopped it right there. Is there anything too hard for me? And then he went and told her that I'm gonna have you have a child. So he let her know that, like, first of all, I'm the Most High. I can make anything happen.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Abraham was talking. I forgot who was talking. I think he was talking to an angel. You know what I mean? And then he was like, I think the angel was like, yeah, you know, your wife is gonna be with child. And she heard it and she was just laughing to herself. And then he was like,
Yeah, he started
the
laughing.
Most High was like, is there anything too hard for me? And saying that she know her ass end up pregnant.
Yeah.
Cause she was in her 90s.
Old, up in age.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But we can get that account. You want to get that? Put that up in Elijah?
Let me
Maybe
see.
something.
I got you.
I can't find it right now. No, we'll probably close out after that. My back is through. We ain't gonna hold you.
Man.
But hey, the scriptures talk about, coming in, what they call them. Because you got Yahawashi that comes out only in the winter and shit. Or comes out only in the summer. But once winter hits, they has to be hiding in shit.
Yeah, niggas like being in them cabins where it's all warm and cozy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of 1 Kings 17 and verse 4. It says, "And it shall be that thou shalt drink." Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "And Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, As the Lord power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word." So it was basically it was a drought.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there." So the Lord guided him to get some water, and for the ravens to go and bring him some food.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "So he went and did according to the word of the Lord, for he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening. And he drank of the brook." So they fed him twice a day, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And ain't just one time. They went and brought him food. You know what I'm saying? This shit twice a day.
That's how in Jacob's trouble, the Lord's gonna have it to where he's gonna, ravens is gonna pull up and all types of animals are gonna come through and bring us food, man.
Mm-hmm. And
I think that's pretty much the point.
that's pretty much the point on that, yeah.
I'm just showing you that, hey, and I think let me see if I can find it.
What was it getting into?
I think it's also they send them to yeah, there you go. I think it's right here. That's all good, but after that they send them to a water well. Like it's about to be another famine, like, so you got to go over here.
Yep.
You got to go over here. No, but nonetheless, showing you, hey, that the Most High is gonna have it to where, regardless of what's happening, when we think in our fleshly minds, because we gonna be ourselves. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna eat, man. I don't even know. Hey, Lord willing, the Lord comes through. I don't know how he's gonna come through, but he's gonna come through.
You may have your rib with you, and she like, baby, how we gonna eat?
Yeah.
Babe, how we gonna
Well,
eat?
where we
Like,
gonna go?
You know
Where
what
we
I'm saying?
going?
You got, hey, don't. I'm gonna have to tell mine, like, hey, don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You'll be asking too many questions.
hey, don't worry about that. You know what I mean? We gonna be all right.
Yeah, we
You know
gonna
what I
be
mean?
all right. Hey, as men of the hopeful elect, the Lord, we have faith that we're gonna get reward through this, and we have that miracle mindset. We have true faith in these scriptures. We have true faith in what is laid out in the scripture, in the Bible, man.
Mm-hmm.
But Jake out here in the world, man, you're gonna get it hard, bro. You're not gonna be able to make it without the Lord.
Contrary to popular belief, niggas think they gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, survive based off their carnal ability.
Hell no.
That shit gonna be through, bro. That's why the brother brought up the scripture not so long ago. Carnal minded is death. You know what I mean?
Romans 8.
Do that if you want to. We brought out many scriptures on how, trusting in the Lord, that's the best way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that's all you really need, man. During the times coming into trusting in Yahawashi, building yourself up in these breakdowns so you can come out and teach. So you can make, your body a living sacrifice unto the Lord.
You got anything else you can bring
I
up?
think that's the point.
All right, so, with that being said, all around Josh, the lesson was edifying that, our sacrifice was acceptable in the eyes of Yahawashi outside, and of course that the point was proven as always. But, before we close it out, we want to give all glory and infinite praise
To Yahweh, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham.
Double honor to the elders and the apostles of that millstone. Peace and blessings be to all the Hakim now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom and Yahawashi, I got you, brother.